Oh, hey. Welcome back. Pardon me as I wrangle my sleeves in a manner that I'm sure looks effortless, but is actually quite exhausting. Hi. Also, you probably can't hear me over the din. The cacophonous, thunderous symphony of what I assume is defeat. I think it's the symphony of defeat. But it might be the symphony of the hands. Get out. You get... Where were we? Soul P has arrived. I'm sorry to hear that. I'll get the paper towels. What? Ah, what a gorgeous place to be. I forgot that we left ourselves perched above the Wicker Man's fetid little cliff top. It's so pretty here. It's so pretty here, with the bevy of crimson flowers, and just a little tickle of blue in the distance, a tickle of the cerulean coast. What a privilege it is to play this game. Alright, adjusting my microphone shelf in a way that will probably be quite loud inside the microphone, for which I apologize. Let's go ahead and roll up my comically oversized asylum sleeves and position them in such a way that it looks as though I have biceps for a second. A deception, if you will. Okay, what were we doing? Where in the hell were we? We took out all the Wiggermen. I believe our last breadcrumb trail, my mental breadcrumb trail, was to check out, like, Bellerat Jail. Boop. And perhaps the Bonnie Jail, was it? I feel like I am forgetting the jail, and that was the feeling we had last time as well. That there's probably a fourth jail I am completely neglecting. But we got Bonnie, we got Bellerat, and then obviously the big shebing bong up at the top of the world here at the Divine Gate. I was going to try to find Ansbach. Real quick, he looks to be in Bellerat, but he could be in like a sneaky side passage of... What was this place called? Enir Elim. I'm not sure. So I'm gonna see if he's out here in Bellerat first. That's my big plan. And if he is, oh hurrah, Ansbach, my friend, because I think he's like the only person still living, sorry Tialie, who survived the big NPC battle. That would take me to the Dancing Lion area. Let's try in here. And I don't know if he has new dialogue, / maybe he's mortally wounded and I get to steal his pantaloons. Ansbach was right before the boss gate. Like the final boss gate? Or a previous boss gate? I would love it if someone with a better memory than I had kept track of these things. That would be just wonderful. Oh, quick! One of us is going to pull off our special technique. I'm not sure who. Huh? That's a hefty furnace pot. Ooh, what a waste of a hefty furnace pot. Hopefully I don't really need those anymore now that the wicker sitch is done. And also I would like to... My voice cracked. I'm so emotional. I would like to have a healing item in play in case we resort to mimicry. I'm gonna put the rotten raw meat dumplings instead. I feel like this is more fun and canonically appropriate. That I'd just be holding a lot of raw meat dumplings. The big boss gate. Okay, I will go check, because you did the team deathmatch, and then you went up the elevator, and you talked to him. Hello, it is so nice to see you there. Welcome to the party. And bonsoir to you, sir. Bonsoir, welcome to my soiree. I'm very soiree. that everything is in such a state of disarray, if you will. So you're saying he is indeed before the staircase. Team deathmatch, went up the elevator and talked to him. Ansbach. Ansbach, you little sweetie, where are you? Ah, that's nice as well. You can summon him in front of the Divine Boss Gate. That would be lovely. I will need all the help I can possibly get. And Tialie, ooh. So does that mean, like, based on decisions you could make, you can have a different pact of endgame folks, or will the folks we killed sort of always be on Miquella's side? It could indeed be that I've killed an NPC who would have been here otherwise, but I'm incredibly glad to have both Ansbach and Tialie. I was hoping to speak to him in his living form one last time, to touch his gentle beard hairs to mine. Oh, Ansbach, we shouldn't. No, not at a time like this. Not when we're both so close to our deaths. Why have I gotten slightly Scottish? Oh, Ansbach, no. Kiss me not. Kiss me not, you beautiful man. Quickly check up here. What is your beverage of choice today? This is just a very simple, cold leftover coffee from this morning with a touch of milk is all I've got going on. Just a tickle of milk. This doesn't look like the right way, but we'll see where it leads. We'll see. Probably going to be ambushed by horny knights. Horny knights. You ever had any of those knights? No, like the fighting folks? They're not... Never mind. Very dark. Very dark in there. So, to my eye, he looks to be in with the scorpions here. This is... I can't look at the map right now. And probably for the best, as I'm being actively pincered in my beehole. No, not my beehole, you sick little bastard. Why did you back up? We didn't agree that there would be takesies backsies. Alright, there's a second one in here, isn't there? Mm-hmm. Thanks, memories of the past. I am very close to being poisoned. Take a quick sip of that, which will do nothing for the poison. So as I was saying, this seems to be the room that he is in. But it does kind of feel like he's higher up in it. And I forget exactly how to get to that level of things. I know there was a way, as we were furiously trying to get up there at one point. Though I'm not sure if I'm thinking of the right tower. But I kind of think Ansbach is there. That is my guess. And if only I had some sort of jet boots, we would already be in his soft, manly embrace. The first rise. I'm gonna need like the fourth rise. It's not too much trouble. So yeah, I'm gonna go back here and fight this guy again, and it'll be fine. I feel like we were perhaps in the right area originally, and then I got scared. They're so close to your bum. So close to your little selfish bum. Why'd you dodge so much? No, don't axe kick me. You're going for your green belt? Stop it. Alright. So is this the tower? Yeah, he's somewhere around here. He could be even higher. Even higher now than ever before. And most likely is. So I'm gonna need to find a way to get into this same tower from just oof way up there. Way the up there. I guess Anir Ilum is our best shot. This is the only one that seems even remotely close. I don't want to have to fight my way through the entire level to get over there. Hello. Nice to see you again. It feels like it's been a while. Since you've appeared like an angel in my chat, your wings are spread and glistening. It's gotten weird. This feels like the right direction. Yeah. We'll find him eventually. I'm sorry to be such a terrible guide for this high Ansbach. He was right in front of the gate the whole time, which I was warned about. I was told. And then, never mind.
Righteous Thomas, we will have
Thank you.
our victory. I swear upon my blood.
Don't swear upon your blood. Swear upon your living flesh at the end of this that you and me will take him out with Tialie's help.
Righteous tarnished, we will have our
Okay.
I swear upon my blood.
So the things that we know about Nicola are that they have shed literally any part of oneself that could be considered human. They have confiscated the corpse of a kindly older gentleman for reasons unknown, no doubt deeply nefarious reasons. We're rocking the claw, rotten wing thing, so let's go for double blades all around. Euphoria might not be a bad decision. We'll see. This is going to take a long time. My goal here, my plan, is to die almost instantly to whatever's about to happen to us. Golly, I'm scared. And then we'll go check out the jails. I just wanted to take a quick peek at what we're in for. Okay, so careful about summoning these two, Ansbach and Tialie, because the boss will be buffed. Buffed so much if I bring them into the battle with me. So it will provide a distraction, but it's gonna like double, triple the health bar. We'll try it solo. Well, solo with Mimic, which I think probably also doubles or triples the health bar, but I'm mostly just excited to see what the hell.
And champion of the festival.
Radahn?
Both your deeds will ever be praised in song. Now, the vow will be honored, and my lord brother's soul will return, so that he may be my consort.
I'm not gonna need this hand, right? It's fine to keep holding this. What am I looking at here? This appears to be the armor and weaponry and flock of delicious hair. What a shame that is. Oh, my pancreas. All the trappings of Radahn and promised consort Radahn, but smaller in a tiny body. In Mohg's body. I think we learned at one point through Ansbach's scholarly pursuits that the soul of Radahn was taken, and the body of Mohg was taken, while Mohg's soul was told to just F right off into the ether. And they appear to have been smashed together in sort of a cute little Radon package. He hits so hard. He hits so hard for having such a small package. That hurts. That hurts me deeply. Alrighty. You've sucked me. You've sucked me good. Right into your silly little knees. That's a lot to deal with. Cool cutscene. Oh, hell yeah. Radon has been brought back to life in Moog's body. Why have you done this? Why did you mix and match a series of what I think are blood relatives? In a sense, blood relatives to be your promised consort. For smooching, no doubt. It's probably more of a political arrangement, but there could be smooching. And the blood relatives thing is giving me pause. I didn't dodge it. I thought, let's just see what happens. And it turns out what happens is near instant death, with little of his health bar taken away. So yeah, that's what we're up against. So it could be that this is the final session of our Elden Ring playthrough, or it could be that this is merely the beginning of a much longer journey to try desperately, weapon after weapon, to even get him down to what I'm sure is like a second, third, fifth phase. Ouch. Ouchies. Alright, so it may not be possible to summon a mimic. First thing, we might want to wait on the mimicry. Oh, that's very kind of you, and also a bit kind of an insult about how quickly I died, but very kind. Very kind of you. Maybe he won't do his gravity attack. Nope, he's definitely doing it. I thought, no, for sure. The random generation of this battle will cause him to do a different technique. But no, he's locked in on what works. Okay, so don't take the mimic first. Dodge and find some space. Find any amount of space. This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be 6 to 18 hours of fun. Oh, now you're not doing gravity technique. Just to make a fool out of me. And yet, coming and going, he's made a fool of me. Alright, I sure would like to have my mimic in there. I'm not sure if it's going to happen. I'm also at a bit of a disadvantage due to the deeply pummeling nature of his steely blades, but also because I'm still wearing a good deal of... You really thought you had it that time. No, why would you think that? It was looking okay for like half a second. Tickle, tickle. Don't do it. No, don't. Don't suck me. Oh, sip, sip. And then we run. We flee the blades. Ow, kind of. We kind of did. He's got so many different kinds of magic and technique. Ooh, it's not. Oh, thank you for targeting my mimic. Hi. Why do you have a little sword on your belt? Who's that for? I'm not trying to insult you, I'm just here to have a tiny little sheath. It was better. Wasn't good, but it was better. The amount of health I've taken off of him so far, it doesn't bode well for the future. The future, golly, it looks dim. I'm also not entirely sure if being like a reanimated corpse if blood loss is a good thing. I feel like he has blood, probably. Some manner of blood inside of him. You're gonna. I didn't dodge when I hoped to. And he made me pay for my hubris. It feels like if we had any chance in hell of killing him, we wouldn't be dying in one hit this quickly. But you never know. He'll get lucky. Get lucky one of these times. Almost 1,000 damage. Yeah! God, your reach is real long, sir. Sorry about your favorite stones. Oh, no. Don't do it. I don't like when you suck me. I really need to find a new way to phrase that. So, finding a consistent window in order to summon some mimic. How would it happen? If you were me, how in the hell? Oh, I got cocky. I should have kept my cock out of it entirely. Shouldn't have gotten that way. It's gonna get worse. I'm running the calculations up here. It's gonna get worse. But eventually we'll get we'll find that window and it'll be fine. It'll be quicker than that. Oh, and a follow-up. Ouch. Seems to have sort of an area of effect. Elemental aspect to almost every one of his strikes. Is it time for Ansbach and Tialier? That would provide a little bit of a buffer. I'm doing so little damage to his health bar as it is. But yeah, let's make this a group affair. Let's try something different. Pure Blood Knight Ansbach. He's back. From outer space. He just walked in to find a despondent look upon Tialier's face. Invisibility and sneak attack from the back. That sounds awesome. That sounds like a great plan. Pull out his tiny knife and just stab him in the buns with it. Is this what you like? I'll shout. And he'll be like, yeah. And I'll be like, oh no, it's backfired. I should just be running. I should be running for all of that. Oh, there's dialogue. Tialier is getting his ass handed to him over there. Alright, so don't try to take advantage of the small window of slashies I've got going on. Just run and let Tialier and Ansbach take the aggro. Try to get Mimic into the fray, and then it's a 4v1. And still very, very unfairly weighted towards him as the victor. But a 4v1 nonetheless. Atticus says come record his lines for him, but his lines are too sexual in nature, and it's in my contract that I would never do such a thing. For I am a good boy, and Atticus is a filthy boy. Filthy, doing filthy recordings. No, I'll do his lines. I'll do a lot more than that. Sorry, I know I'm a good boy. What are you... Doing the wrong impression over here. Don't try to take advantage of him. Run away. Run away as much as your stamina bar will allow. Tialier, please! Tialier, you've got to take aggro.
But those remains do not belong to you. Lord Moog will have them.
He sucked me good. Ouch. damage. Ooh, oh, there's crystals. There's crystals and force, wind, energy, and oh no. Oh god, it hurts. They've got to take more shots at him if I've got any chance of breaking that initial attack. For which there is not a break in the initial attack. What the hell is an Atticus? Nobody's been able to answer that question for me. Though I have queried many a professor. I'm sure he will. I'm sure that's a service that he offers. Oh my. Alright, I do like having friends. Even though we're not making a lot of progress in the me surviving side of things, I feel comforted by your presence. My buds. Alright, let's get in there and die. So this is largely what I wanted to see, and then we can go check out some jails. It'll be fine. I'm gonna stab you in the back with my invisibility cloak. Just you wait. Just you fucking wait. There's gotta be a better way to get out of that. How do you prevent him from... I've hit the wall. Okay. I'm gonna heal first. Change your plans. And now you get Mimic. And then you heal again and again. Try not to get them dead instantly. It's such a swoop on him. Golly gee. And I'm dead again. Almost instantly dead again. Even less health. He's taken off of him. Oh, my Mimic was trying to do a cool blood dance there. And got just pummeled in the breadbasket. That's where I keep my bagels. Well, thanks Miyazaki. It's a final boss for the ages. I'm gonna need to figure out a whole new way of playing the game, it seems, in order to beat such a man. If you come over here and there's no bagels, I'm gonna cry. I might have lied about the bagels. I'll buy some before you get here. I'll make up for this dirty, dirty deception. One more try, and then we're gonna go check out some jails. I don't know if this is ever gonna happen. There's got to be some sort of sneaky cheese out in the mix, but it kind of seems like after all of this time, Elden ringing, we should do it without a sneaky cheese. Just not sure if that's ever gonna happen. Yeah, okay, you've got aggro. Good for you. Thank you, Miss Wheat. Mimic is taking a lot of health. Seems like an unfortunate amount for Mimic to be taking. The health bar is so big now. That's why. I was like, oh, we took even less health off because it's like tripled. That makes sense. I'm like 40 feet away from you right now. Are you kidding me? Who are you throwing at? Yep. Ouch. Follow up. That interrupted me good. Just barely holding on to my own life. Doing damage to him? Nope, not even a little, but barely holding on to my own life. Interesting. Interesting. So yeah, ideally I would summon everybody. Tialie, Ansbach, I want to make this a group affair. And an incredibly torrid one, if at all possible, but that is boosting his health to an uncomfortable level. And again, it will get worse. I'm positive for an end DLC boss, this is only one phase of God knows. Mikola knows how many. Hit him right in the nads! It's his only weakness. It's a good plan. It's a very good plan. Just imagining all 6 hits of my jump attack landing right on the nads, and it's uncomfortable to picture, but I'm also enjoying it. Waha! Okay. Things to do differently. Maybe switch out the armor. Maybe not have Rakshasas set for this. Though I would like the extra damage as much as possible. Just hang around in the back. Let Ansbach and Tialie take all the damage. Is another plan. Never draw his aggro again. But then they're gonna die eventually, and I'm gonna be alone and shivery. The flaps of my ill-covering hospital gown barely protecting my cheeks from the harsh wind. It's only a matter of time. We can use different weapons. Oh, so many different weapons that he's vulnerable to. What would those be? I wonder. It feels like he's using gravity magic. He's also using, like, stone techniques. What's that, like bestial magic? And he's probably also quite holy, given the divine nature of our surroundings. So I don't know what's left that he could be vulnerable to. Pinching. Nipple pinching. Probably. Right in the nads. No. Don't try that. I could hide behind a shield. That's an option. I could get one of these spiky shields and just hide the entire battle. Let's do that. Yeah. I also haven't been throwing anything at him. Yo, this is gonna work. No, this is gonna be great. It's not gonna be great. Especially with both me and my mimic using shields. This is gonna go quite poorly. Whip. Tialie, you have got to make yourself into a more imposing threat.
A pleasure to see you.
Go ahead, tickle him in the ankle bones. Oh, get out of the crystals. Oh, so many crystals. Huh? Oh no. Why do you have so many follow-ups? Alright, I've got enough health to risk it. Good. Always worried he's gonna suddenly target me on that. I'm shielded. I'm so shielded, I'm sure that's gonna be great. I'm just gonna poke him. I'm just gonna poke his shield. Like Thorin. Not doing much damage to him. It feels good, though. It feels fun. Oh, whoever just got something procced on him, that was good. Oh, yeah, I'm blocking. It does feel good to block for a change. Until you run out of stamina. Not bad. Took a good chunk off. Sorry I said chunk. That's... But for a novelty, what was originally a joke idea, not a bad amount of health we took off of him there. It does seem to kind of help, since I can do so little damage to him, for me to just kind of take his aggro with my shield for a while everyone else pummels his little butt cheeks. I enjoyed it. Let's try one more. Still wearing that armor. I'm never taking it off. I know that you want to see my soft, supple, naked body, but I'm keeping it on. Wish it was a little easier to get them to get involved quicker.
General Radon. A pleasure to see you. After all this time.
It really is a pleasure to see him, isn't it? I was giving you compliments. I was genuinely saying it was a pleasure to see you. My mimic looks cool as hell with that shield. I don't know why she's one-fisting it, but really cool with that shield. I kind of want to try Sacred Relic Sword. But the beauty of Sacred Relic Sword, in addition to the fact that he's probably immune to holy damage, the beauty of it is staggering smaller enemies, and he is not small nor staggerable, in my estimation. But I kind of want to try it. Just unleash golden waves of fury at him. Yeah, we're doing one more shield. I thought about switching for a second, but no. But no. Don't do your gravity suck. Nobody wants that. Oh, good. Thank you. So far, so good. Watch my stamina. Get out of there before it gets too bad. That was explosive. Owie. Eat my spikes! Wow! Nice dragon fire. Good job. Somebody wanna get his attention? Maybe whistle? Maybe whistle at him. I don't know. I'm just thinking aloud here. If you whistled at him, maybe that'd be good. Oh, I should be dead. As is my mimic. Yep, there she goes. Ha ha! Taking very little health off this time around. Ooh. So sometimes it goes better. Sometimes it goes like that. Take it just win. Big guy. Big guy. Alright, we're going to see if he's weak to holy damage. Or rather, we're going to confirm that he's immune to holy damage. Is what's going to happen. This does make me curious. This is like the most... I don't know the word, like... widely integrated weapon of the DLC. You've had to go to 3 different places to affect this, or technically 2. So I am curious about that. Also, Lita's sword. Maybe a little needle power is just what we need. But first, not but first. Sacred Relic. I'm also gonna whip out the old Smith script. Da-doing. For America. And it's gonna be great. It's gonna be fine and great. Oh, that's a distraction. Whistle obnoxiously at the boss and then show him his phone with 58 notifications about missed calls from his mother. That would definitely give me an advantage in battle. Mom, is everything okay? Is this about Dad? Did he slip in the bowling alley again? How is his pelvis? And then, aha, I'm killing him the whole time from the back. I don't care how your father's pelvis be. Have you upgraded that shield at all? The dueling shield is like plus 24, yeah. That's a very good question. It's not at max, but it is somewhat upgraded. Alright, what you gonna do? What you gonna do with all that ass? Oh, right. Tinkle, tinkle. No, I just waited a safe distance. This was not a safe distance. Waves of gold! Waves of gold! Amber waves of pain. Okay. It's poisoned. That's good. That's good news. I hate that. I hate the swirly part of it. I can dodge the initial bash, but the swirly part of it is causing me all kinds of grief. Just keep being poisoned. I'll be over here. It does take a nice little piece. Let's try some of this. That takes almost nothing, but it's visible, I guess, technically. Technically visible. I'm inside of you. Hi. Do you have a minute to talk about timeshares? Probably didn't need that yet, but better safe than sorry. This is like Radon Festival Part 2. I love it. Is Patches gonna show up? Patch is gonna be here for us in our time of need. It would be kind of amazing if after everything you've been through with Patches, if he showed up during like the really hard final DLC battle and didn't run away and actually kicked ass. That would be lovely. I don't know why I'm holding my glass for these golf claps, but it's happening. Yeah, not bad. I mean, not bad. Largely up to luck, but a fun grouping of items. The holy damage works on him so far. He might change that by unfurling the back flap of his pantaloons into some sort of holy resistant Kevlar pants. I'm gonna try it without Tialier. It's way too late. I'm gonna try it one more time without Tialier and all spell. If I can get my mimic out at all, I just want to see what the same golden wave does to a normal health bar of his, out of pure curiosity. And then maybe we can take a small break and go explore some jails before we return to get our bootay handed to us. Need to find an opening. No one's gonna take aggro. Hi. Yep, do your windy techniques against my cheeks. That's fine. Not a good time to be standing still. Look at the size of your arms. Dear Lord, sir. You must tell me your creatine intake. So yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna get off a wave of gold. Let's find a new way to say that. I don't know if I'm gonna get off. But let me just try it without Mimic. Forget Mimic, forget Tialier. Just try to see what a wave of gold does to him. For curiosity's sake, okay, so it's 3,000 damage. It does. Oh, nice jump. That was very cinematic, and I enjoyed it. So yeah, I've probably got, what, 4? 4 of those to an FP bar. It wouldn't take him to half health at all. But fun. It is fun. What else do we got here? We got big weapons. Oh, so much bleed. Gonna bleed the hell out you. Blasphemous blade. Tempting. It feels like there's some weakness hovering out there in the ether. I would like to try both of my long-ass katanas. The ones with the ass. I also just haven't gone for a plain old milady run-through. Let's see how that goes before I get too wild with it. Get rid of this one and put in Raylana's. I wish I had 25 more charm slots. That'd be great. I also went all the way around through the menu for no apparent reason. Alright, that's great. That's great and fine. Gonna do it, no shield. Gonna get these guys involved. Would you like to know his weakness? Sure, I would be glad to. I'm gonna pretend, like roleplay in universe, that a ghost has told me. You're a ghost. Try to be scary when you tell me. But no, I would love to know. Like one of those kids in the tunnel, or in the mirror, or Coraline. That's what I want you to channel for this.
She sewed the buttons in our eyes. We were naught but orphan children once. But then the button eyes woman came. Oh, the relentless needling that our balls succumbed to, our eyeballs. Our poor orphan balls.
Doubles? What are you doing? You're just doing calisthenics over there. Stop it. Stop. Alright. Scarlet Rot. Woo! Scarlet Rot! That makes sense, since it is Radon. Ouch. Ow. That was not a good time to leap into the fray, apparently. Scarlet Rot. What do I have? It's very weak to bleed and Scarlet Rot, and a great way to get both effects at the same time. Is there a way to get both effects at the same time? Thank you very much, by the way. Scarlet Rot makes so much lore sense. I can't believe I didn't think of it. I've got like an ant spur rapier. is that the best? It's probably the best weapon possible against him. This ant spur rapier. I don't know where I keep rapiers these days. My back pocket is so thick with weaponry. That's the only thing off the top of my head I remember causes Scarlet Rot buildup, but not. Not well upgraded for this. Yes, definitely okay to post. Ezeek's Decay? Am I reading that right? Fingerprint Great Shield, the Blood Ant Spur Rapier. Ooh, Blood Ant Spur Rapier would do like bleeding and Scarlet Rot is the one that does both you were mentioning. Neat. And the Fingerprint Great Shield is like the massive one. I just hide behind it and poke and poke. That sounds like an ideal way to play the game, and I feel foolish for not having done it the entire time. This is gorgeous. I got distracted on the way down to the Fingerprint Shield. It's just gorgeous. Oh yeah, that's thick. Thick boy. I'm gonna throw that right on so that I can play with it. Oh man. Gorgeous. Nice. Took very little FP too. I kinda like it. So if I had, say, a rapier, which I've gone right past, I would be able to hide and poke. Hot. Hot. Blood tax on the Antspur, is that the Ash of War? Suggested Ash of War? I'm not sure if I remember off the top of my head what Ezeek's Decay is. Is that a weapon? I don't know why it's not leaping out at me. Let me see if I can sort by ease. Ease? No, not alphabetical. Dragon's Breath attack. So it would be like a incantation or something? Cool. I think I should sit. I should sit for this. I've become quite tired. Thank you. I would love to try some of these noted techniques. Memorize a spell. Pest thread spears. No, forget everything you guys said. Just pest thread spears. Scarlet Aeonia. Explode with scarlet rot. That'd be nice if I had, say, 35 faith. Oh, what a dream I'm living in where I have that much faith. See, Vike's Dragon Bolt shares some syllables, but not what we're looking for. Oh, so many rings of light. Discuses and rings of light. To the stars and back. Heal from afar. That's my desired technique. Yes. Darkness. Urgent heal. Ah! It may be something that I do not possess. Which wouldn't surprise me, as my spell tome is quite lacking. I don't think it would be a sorcery, so yeah, I guess I don't have it. It's a dragon communion thing. Good to know. I will keep my eye out for it. Ow. But I do have an Antspur rapier. I don't have any runes these days. No runes to speak of. So let me quickly race to a rune area. If I can only remember the buttons. Take me underground. Go to the rune area. Do a couple of... Are you in time for the booty show? You know it. This booty show happens every 5 minutes on the dot. Quickly swap this baby in to make this as speedy as possible. I hate to abuse your time. And yet, here I am, abusing away. Like a toxic giraffe. Alright, maybe like 100,000, 120? I forget. I don't think I really need that much to upgrade, but I might need to buy some stones. Some stones. Just get a handful. A handful of sexy runes. Is that a thing? I see a redemption for an on-screen celebration. Has that been automatically added to my redemption list? I will happily celebrate. On screen? I just didn't know that was there. What are we looking for? Some sort of celebration? Is this how human beings celebrate? Mostly with the shoulders? Or is it sort of more of a elbow-based? You can have your bits back. You can have your bits back. That wasn't... No. Refund. I didn't even see. 120. That should be fine. Okay. I don't need to rest in order to fast travel. It's a lesson I have not learned. Lo, these 200 hours of playing Elden Ring. It is so nice to see you guys. Welcome. Some people say that cold and holy are also weaknesses. I'm genuinely pleased that he has weaknesses. This is wonderful news. I was worried that it would be one of those, nope, nope, no, nah, nope, not that either, sort of situations, so this is great. Let me just boost my Antspur a touch. Let's get to smithing. Let's get to it. Impaling thrust. Hot. So I do need to see if I have the... What is it called? I want to say blood tax. Blood tax? Ash of War. I hope that I do. But first... Upgrades, as I believe it's pronounced. Plus 15. Smithing stone 7s. Take them. Ah, yeah, I did buy like a huge batch. I tried to get over 100 with most of them. Except for Ancient. God, I wish I could get over 100 with Ancient Dragon Smithing Stones, but we'll try it at 24. I should probably upgrade this too if we're going for the whole shebang. The shebang. It's just regular stones. That should be fine. How are my runes doing? Good. Good. Not that expensive. This is all good news for Daddy. Wait, who's Daddy? Who's Daddy in this scenario? Good. Back out of it. So, Ashes of War. Antspur. Sure, that's fine. No, that's fine. Go through all the empty slots, too. I don't want you to miss a thing. Blood tax. Blood loss build-up. So this will make every thrust do both of the things that he is weakest to, seemingly. Oh, thank you for clipping my on-screen booty dance. Is that what it's called? Is that what these are? I didn't know. I'm gonna have to be more careful. Yes, blood tax. Let's do it. I'm gonna make it a blood and spur rapier. It's as upgraded as it's ever gonna be. Unless I use ancient dragon smithing stones, but I'm lazy and cheap. Also, while we're here, I think we had like 2 new remembrances that I completely forgot to return for. Let's take a quick peek. I might be misremembering. Sunflower? Yeah. Sunflower and Boar Rider. Sexy. Sword Lance. I would really like to try that. It's a heavy thrusting sword, you see. Blades of Stone. For some reason, I don't know why, there isn't like a D, except for the one in Blade. But as I scanned over that, I was like, pulls, damp, clumps. That's not what it says. Spinning gravity thrust would be fun to use. Like, he would use it, then I would use it, then he would use it, and maybe throughout the course of that we'd slowly fall in love and kiss one another. The Shadow Sunflower Blossom. There's an L in there. Which does the Shadow Sunflower headbutt. Sounds like a rude thing to call someone, but I like it. A hail of golden projectiles right in his silly butt. These are all good options. I will be back around. Also, I didn't fight anyone with armor. So everyone I fought nude. Ah, Gaius did indeed have armor. So I got his helmet. I already possess his pantalones. Which is a huge point of pride for me, that I possess those. Good. Collect the whole set. I was the first on my block, which was apparently really important for some reason. Alright, so I didn't spend a lot of the runes that I'm now going to lose. Let's get back out there. I love so much the experimentation part of this. Half the fun of the game is trying all manner of different weapons and techniques and silky backflips. Which, God, I wish I had that equipped. Oh, these are the cutest stickers ever. Look at that Pikachu go. I love it. Alright. So, do equip your Antspur Rapier. Do also remember that this blocks, not that one. And then in order to do the blood tax, I guess I would need to switch quickly to that. And then, back. We're back in action. I'm gonna need to watch out for that. What's it called? I completely forget. What's it called? Seal. I'm I need to watch out for that seal while I'm trying to quickly switch back and forth. Because I wasted a whole bunch of FP trying out techniques, just sit briefly. It is gorgeous up here above the clouds. And also below the cloud, but below the... What's happening here? Why am I both... What are these? I'm stuck in some sort of liminal cloud realm. No matter where I go. Okay. I'm gonna bring him. I'm gonna bring him to provide distraction on my first go, since I'm gonna be very, very bad at this. Also, remember not to use your shield thrust. And keep an eye on your stamina. This might be a good build to actually have like a double-headed turtle talisman equipped for, if I'm going to be doing blockies. Let's do some blockies. Real style. Nice. Oh hey, you're both beautiful. I wish I had a thing for that. Oh wait.
You're beautiful.
In we go. Oh, I'm hefty rolling. I did not check that. Successive attacks would probably help on my rapier, but because of my big ass that I'm hauling around, let me just switch to... It's not that one. I think it's like a jar, but not that. I thought I had one that looked like a jar that gives me... Yes, vastly raises your maximum equip load. This might be unwise, I'm not sure. But yeah, I'm gonna need to dodge. That's gonna be important. Alright. Damn, that roll is thick. Here we go. Here we go now. Nothing wrong with me. Something's got to give. Okay, somebody take him. Somebody get his attention, please. Ah, you have missed calls from your grandmother. She's in the hospital. It's not serious. She just had like a, I don't know, skin tag or something. This doesn't look good. Oh, thank goodness. Alright, Mimic, get out there. Get some Scarlet Rot in you. That'd be great. Gotta remember, I'm so used to not having a shield. Gotta remember to use it rather than take all of the damage in my face. Hurt me? And I also need to remember that I can attack while actively using it. And this is the whole purpose of this. But don't completely run out of stamina. Well, this is a first. Those arms, though, I just want to pinch your little cheeks. Why dodge? Win shield. Why you dodge? He looks angry. Would you like a Snickers? Why has it gotten both dark and bright?
Lord brother. At long last you are returned.
I'm not gonna need this hand, right? That's fine.
Tarnished one. Aspiring lord of the old order.
That's me.
You have
How
no
many arms do you have?
If you grieve for this world,
Why?
then yield the path forward to us.
Okay, Mikola is just stunning.
Do I, Mikola,
I see why people were falling
and my
madly in love with
promised
them.
consort, Radahn,
Also because of the magic that forces them to do that, but just stunning. Everyone's still with me? Good. Hey, Ansbach. Holy sh... Literally. Ouch. Okay. Be a little less, concerned. But also be a little more concerned. I was so concerned I did not protect myself well, but be concerned about that, if you can. Sort of a misnomer. Alright, it seemed to go okay with them. And I would like the distraction. Let's try one more time here. We're getting practiced. At the shields. It feels like it's been in the very early hours, like from hour 1 to 11, I probably used a shield in Elden Ring, and then for 220 to 250 hours after that, I have not. So I need to remember. I need to regress to my childhood and press this one button to hold a shield in front of my crotch, and then we'll be good. Stop dying. I just accepted.
General Radahn, a pleasure to see you. This time. But those remains do not belong to you.
Ooh, I'm in the air.
Mo will have Divinity.
Like that George Clooney Vera Farmiga vehicle. Alright, let's get Mimic in here. Ansbach, are you not participating? You're just watching Tialie get the shit kicked out of him? And stamina. This feels so weird. It feels so weird to be this close to a boss and not furiously dodge away. Should have been furiously dodging away for that. Okay, fine. Just put some stalagmites right up me. It does, like, when you're not dying, when you're not actively dying, it's a great plan. I really like this. And what, out of all of the bosses we've fought so far, deserves a very specialized cheese build more than this? Plus, it's just gorgeous. Everything about this fight. Really pretty. Ow, ooh, you hurt. You wounded my feelings. I forgot to summon, didn't I? Oh, that happened. It happened that I forgot to summon. Let's see what this turns out like. Please, no, I beg of you. Ow. Ah, I'm hurting. I was waiting that whole time after I was, like, trying to push him back towards the gate. I was like, alright, Ansbach, now's your chance. Take his attention so that I can get my mimic out. And it was just crickets. Just a cacophony of crickets. A cricophony. He did not miss Arm Day. You are correct. Did he forget to summon? I forgot to summon. Perfect timing. Alright, let's try that again. Everybody's invited to the party. In my tummy. Yummy, yummy. Yeah. In my tummy. Not a sponsor. Still feel like dodging that is probably a wise thing to do.
General Radahn, a pleasure to see you. All this time. But those remains do not belong to you.
I can be attacking. I keep feeling like, alright, I'll wait for my chance. I'll just tank all these blows. It's like, you'll probably be attacking the whole time. Quick sips. Quick sips of your juice is good. That's how you grow up to be a healthy boy. It's not gonna be the last time. So weird. I feel so vulnerable. I ran out of stamina. I need to drink real quick for this before the holy hellfire begins to rain down upon me. I'm gonna watch the cutscene one more time, and then we'll skip it from here on out. But Miquella's so beautiful. Shame to skip it. You're not. What's that? What's the reference I'm trying to make? You're not an ugly duckling yourself, Radon, I think was what I was trying to say, but now that I've said it, it didn't sound as clever as I thought it was going to be. You're no ugly duckling, Radon. It just sounds kind of rude. Even though it's a compliment.
At long last you are returned.
Living out my dreams. Just being barefoot all the time, possessing godly powers.
Tarnished one. Aspiring lord of the old order.
That is a gorgeous cutscene.
If you grieve for this world, then yield the path forward to us.
Is that an option? Can I just be like, yeah, okay.
To I, Miquella, and my promised
Beautiful.
consort,
You can make
Radon.
very, very elaborate gestures while simultaneously hugging a man. This is everything I've ever wanted. Here we go again. Ouch! Oh god, it hurts. So much happening. There is so much happening in Phase 2. What in the holy hell was that? Besides gorgeous. Close enough. I wish I was. Right in the batoot. I don't even know what's happening. My back. Ouch. Stay alive. Mimic, do you want to go ahead and shovel some of those dumplings into you? That would make me feel better about your chances. I don't know. I think I just had a small stroke. Watch that stamina. Watch that stamina. And it's gone. Now run away. Oh, God. Oh. Come on. Green Turtle Talisman is really a necessity here. What are we doing? Oh, you're hugging Tialier. What happened? Still on our side, buddy? Or have you been charmed by some eldritch magics? Goodbye. Goodbye forever. Oh, God. I feel unsafe. What? How the hell am I supposed to get past that? That killed Tialier and my mimic. And me. But Ansbach is just like, 'twas nothing. Hot damn. Alright, I'm gonna try to dodge roll, I guess. I don't know if the angle of my shield would have prevented any of that damage if I knew where they were to land. I do not know where they are to land. That felt good, though. That felt like we were... oh. Never mind. I've lost words. I felt like we were close to that. And then it was taken away from us. Which I'm sure is exactly how I'm supposed to feel. Thanks, developers. You're really making me work for it. The shield isn't, though. The shield is making it much easier to survive. The other thing I could do, since this is working great, and hurrah for that, I could go back and put 2 of my ancient dragon smithing stones into it and boost my damage. Just a touch more, but it's not necessary. It's not fully necessary. I just need to survive that one attack somehow. Ouch.
General Radahn. Pleasure to see you.
Tinkle, tinkle.
But those remains do not belong to you. Lord Moog will have his day.
I feel like Ansbach at least has to be in here for this. For that dialogue alone, it seems canonically important that Ansbach is a part of this battle. It really hurts me. Not touching him at all. Get in there with your little spur. I wish this was like, just 3-4 feet longer than it is. That'd be great. Alright, phase 2. Oh, Radahn. While you were ignoring your phone, I got a call from your in-laws, and it sounds like your mother-in-law's water heater broke and flooded her place. She's going to stay with you for the next 2 weeks, and she's bringing all of the corgis and the cats, and she said that you better help with cleaning up after them, too. We're all in this together, Radahn. I like this as a distraction. This is good. Alright. Don't die to the one-hit kill thing. That's my big plan. That stamina. Also, just your health is quite poor, too. Well, there goes my mimic. That was quick. I'm not finding a real good... I'm being touched.
1,000-year voyage guided by compassion.
That sounds sort of sweet. Get your hands off of me. Do I look like Tialie to you? So you said earlier that when they grab you like this, you can get rid of it by using Miquella's Great Rune? Was that it? Or else something bad will happen? Don't dodge. Get in the habit of dodging. Especially if you successfully do it. Was that Tialie speaking? Or was that me? Sorry, it's up to you now. I didn't know that's what I sounded like. Must have been that Tialie and I died at the same time. Alright. So yes, you are charmed by Miquella on the second grab and you just die outright. You succumb. Use the Great Rune or else get hugged again. So, Miquella's Rune. Let's find this. Probably not that recent an item. I guess we got it from the Sunflower. It's not that unrecent an item. But it was before we went on our little... There we go. Miquella's Great Rune. Retains naught but the power to resist charms. Which is exactly the sort of power I'm after. So, put it... Guess I have to go through here. I mean, that wouldn't be bad. I don't really want it in one of my main usable slots. There's a bit of menu juggling, but let's try it here. Boop. So I just gotta... Aha! Yeah. That'll work. That'll work. Maybe. I'm gonna be deeply vulnerable while I try to get over there, but this is gonna be fine. I kinda wanna see what happens, though, if you do get double charmed. That sounds fun. I guess that's sort of what I was saying, that Can you just agree and let them let them do it? Get double charmed, and yes. Just die and allow them free reign of godhood. Alright, we got a good plan going. I'm not, the best at executing it, but we got a good plan going. One of these first. That's fun. That's fun for the kids. It's not great to tank with the shield. So not great that I will never do it again, if I can help it. It's really a short weapon. Tiny little boy. Sorry, that was very intimate. Out of stamina. That turtle talisman, woo! Good stuff. I wish I could teach my mimic how to do this. I feel like they would live a lot longer if they were doing what I'm doing. Not that I'm living that long. That's right through my shield. Okay, quickly heal. So quickly heal. Why are you all rushing me? He's over there. Instant grab.
1,000-year voyage guided by command.
I'm ready. Boink. Nice. That's great to know. Thank you guys for warning me. I was gonna see if we can figure out what happens if you get double grabbed, but never mind. It was better to practice that. I'm sure we'll have more opportunities. I'm just gonna stay back here. Feels better to stay back here. Yep. And so it was. Ow! Should have been blocking. That is a crazy technique, whatever the hell that is. Some sort of teleportation magic. Bleed and rot! Get rotted! Get rotted right in your codpiece, sir. Ow, you rid me of my stamina. Tialie, no! Tialie, why? Mimic, you're really gonna have to... You're gonna have to eat some of those dumplings, my love. Okay, how the hell do we do this? Oh, man! I do not know. I do not know how to know when that's happening. I hear the little tickle of... But the timing is rough, and I don't know if it's a matter of... Because I took damage, and I survived. It took like half of my health bar, and then the second follow-up, poof, is what instantly killed me. So maybe it's like a matter of just waiting on the dodge for that second burst, because that's the one that's really the danger zone. I can't believe we've gotten there twice, and it's taken me out in one hit both times. Or 2 hits technically, but it feels close. They feel close on each other's heels. I do wonder if there's any way to avoid that happening. Like killing them before they launch. If you can... Oh, they're getting down. It seems like about a 10% health bar is when it kicks off. And if you could, like, rush them at that exact moment and prevent them from launching with your steely rapier, probably never gonna happen. But it's fun to dream. I don't know what else to try on that particular technique. Guess I should get Mimic in play before I make a big mess of this. Mimic in play. Sorry, guys. That looked painful. Just keep poking, just keep poking. Run out of stamina, but just keep poking. Good. I'll run the risk of getting hugged twice. Further away than I think for that. Every time. So much you have to watch for this one. I'm used to just watching my health bar, but there's such a lot going on. Tialie, no! Again, it's that same Wicker Man problem where they're completely invincible while they're doing their own little technique. Seems unfair. Good build-up going there. Somebody else get their attention. I'm gonna risk it. He's still alive. That stamina. Grabbed. Ouchies. About to do it. Tialie's dead. He's not going to see what comes of this. So what do I do? What in the hell do I do? I don't know if that was the right thing, but it worked. Ouch. Ouch and yikes. That is so much. Love to get some health if it's not too much trouble. That'd be great. Alright, come on. Come on. Oh, that's one, right? I really hope that's one. Because it's actually going okay. Just in case, you never know. Get cocky with it. Ansbach, you with me here? You with me, baby? Kiss me on my lips. That's my favorite message. I think you only get to see that twice. The Elden Beast or whatever, and this. God slain. Remembrance of a god and a lord. Miquella being the god. Radahn being the lord. They make such a cute couple. Apart from, you know, the whole blood relation thing, such a cute couple. Touch memory. Give me a moment. What's this? Let us go together. Show me. Oh, mother. Oh, mother, let us go together. Yeah, woo! That really hurt my shoulder with such a heavy shield. Ow. Fudge. Let us. Curtsy. How delicate. Let us go together. Touching. Deeply touching. Wonder if that has any use. Any use somewhere. Thank you. I would not, like, genuinely, especially for that last 20-25% of the thing when they're just throwing every single technique at you over and over again. Teleporting and gravity magic and totally kicking your ass. Without this particular shield, whee! I would not have survived that, and I would have been here for a long time, so thank you for your suggestions. I am in your debt. Oh, your life debt. Anything else I need to be, like, grabbing before we touch this memory? I don't think it would end my run, say, but I want to be sure. There's nothing here. I'm not seeing any other items. This whole gate is just beautiful. That same sort of stacked corpse architecture from the lower city, the bowels of Enir. This is such an interesting looking thing, and it brings to mind so many of my deeply cherished Full Metal Alchemist memories. Let's see what happens. Boop. Thank you for your patience.
Lord brother. I'm going to be a god. If we honor our part of the vow, promise me.
It'd be a lot easier to balance if I wasn't wearing headphones.
I'll make the world a gentler place.
Ooh, pretty. What does this do? Also, I can't wait to see what that remembrance... Now it's quite distracting. It was fun to put on my head, but now it's quite distracting in front of the screen. I want to see what that remembrance does. I want to see what this circlet does. And there was one other comment. Collect my thoughts and tongue. At face value, it kind of feels like Miquella's plan is genuinely nice, apart from the slightly strange obsession with their brother. But to each their own. You enjoy. I'm sure he's a great kisser. The plan of having a 1,000-year journey of compassion and gentleness and love, at face value, oh great, commendable. But Miquella's entire power, and something that they seemingly cannot help but to do, is force people to fall in love with them. They are just, everywhere they go, everyone is charmed, and we've seen from Ansbach, who was under the thrall of Miquella for the opening part of this DLC, that was kind of violating and painful, and not kind of. It was violating and painful to have your will overwritten in that way. So it's yeah, commendable plan to have everyone love you and each other, but when it's a forced thing, not great. And maybe that something about that changed in the path to godhood, because it's we know Miquella, the lord, the demigod, effectively, had that ability and shed it en route to this divine gate. At some point, their ability to charm people was broken and left behind, and obviously, since we have been charmed by their delicate hugs, the transition to godhood, whatever that divine gate does, whatever the bargain was there, which I am intensely curious about, has returned that charm power to them. Has it changed the charm power, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Now that Miquella was fully a god, was there less of the violation of their initial demigod power, and would it have been a genuinely beautiful thing, and all of us would have lived in compassion now that the power was at its highest? Or would it have been exactly the same, and there would have been a lot of people in the lands, between and betwixt, deeply unhappy about the new order of things? It's curious to me, too, because I remember from the long, long ago, when we chose the Age of Stars ending or whatever with Ronnie. That was also like 1,000-year reign of the stars. So it's like strange that seems to be a requirement for anyone who takes up the mantle of godhood. It has to be 1,000 years of something. Pick your fighter. And so it's just curious. I want to know how the world works on those fundamental levels. So sorry for all of that rambling. I see a comment here. A walkthrough on how to find the spot so you can loot the corpse. Is there a corpse to be looted? Because I would love that, please. If that is an offer, if it's you asking me, can you tell us how to find the spot to loot the corpse? I have no clue which corpse out of the many I have created here today. Just a half-hearted joke. Okay, I'm so sorry. I spoke so long, I probably missed the context of it. And my apologies. I do very much... Oh, the let us go together gesture. You actually get early in the fight if you get hugged twice, if you get fully charmed. That's cool. So you would, like, bend the knee to Miquella's rule in the middle of the battle. I like that. I'm glad that they still give it to you afterwards. It's not like a secret you can only get if you become charmed. I want everything because I'm so desperately greedy. Okay, so anybody still alive? Ansbach survived the battle, but his work here is done. And he's probably moved on. I don't see any NPCs a-simmering on the world map. I do want to check very briefly, since there is a Site of Grace right next to it. Here. I'm going to check for that spell you were mentioning, that incantation that I apparently did not possess due to my foolishness. I'm assuming it's a DLC thing and not like an earlier base game Dragon Communion. Communion with Baal. Those look so cool. Ghost Flame Breath. Yeah, maybe it is a base game Communion, I'm not sure. I kind of want Baal's tyranny to live inside of me. I do want that, but I'll leave it for now. So, I was not intending, I got distracted with the very, very helpful suggestions that I would not have been able to beat that without. My intention was to go to the jails, because I think there's still some unseen content. At least, like, one unseen stairwell, perhaps, hidden down there. Let's go to Bonnie first, because I cannot remember if Bonnie was, like, fully completed. We'll check real quick. And then we'll check Ballarat. I forget which is the one that I'm holding in my mind. And we could switch weapons, but now I'm having too much fun. You there! With your weird little tummy tentacle, get over here. Get over here and spit upon me. I want to restart the game entirely and just play like this. Play with the pokings. Because it's so much fun. I'm enjoying the pokings a great deal. I feel like there must be a way to do that with like a spear too. Something with a lot of reach on it, but still be able to hide behind the shield, which would be kind of ideal. Hi, everybody. You come right through my shield. Right through my new corduroys. How dare you? feels a little cheap to just have them all bouncing off of you as you slay them in their beds at night. But I like it. Okay, oh sure, that makes sense. That's probably why he was still glowing. I am blocking. Maybe that doesn't matter for such intimate grab attacks. I feel like I'm indestructible, and then, I've been destructed. So weird that that gate was closed. If we had been through here before, surely it would be open. And there's also an item down here. Anybody lurking in the dark? Oh, a broken rune, thank you. What I wouldn't give for another broken rune, I was just telling myself. No need to be a dick about it. Hi. Hi, everybody. Well, yeah, not you. Everyone else gets a hi. You get a get off of me, peasant. Sticky. Sticky boy. Alright, let's do this. We've had our fun. Yeah, we could have some more fun. That's fine with me. Yummy. Okay. Now back to my lady. I do kind of want to boost Lita's sword. It's such a pretty thing that I desire it in my hand at all times. I'm also wearing some weird talismans for this now. Also, I'm a little bit too tall. Hip. So little damage. So little damage with all your resistances. Alright, I do not have Smith script. And I feel totally nude without it. Totally nude. Boop. Fun. Fun for the kids. So there's a different communion sites that grant you different ones based off if you've beaten the corresponding dragon. I remember... from the ceiling! I remember the island in the base game. And I know there's this one here. And I'm forgetting any other ones that might exist. It's gonna take forever. Just whittling down. After the grandeur of that final boss battle, this is a little bit anticlimactic. I recognize that. And it's all part of my plan to subvert your expectations by being terrible at pacing. I bet you never expected I would be this terrible at pacing. Ah. Go ahead and stop channeling a Hollywood executive now and let's pick up the pacing. Thank you for all these smithing stones, though. The beast bones you could keep. Not such a fan of that. I am furious. I've got to learn how to be happy with a broken rune at the end of a long battle. It's gonna happen. You just gotta get used to it and make the best out of it. There's no sense getting all up in a tizzy. Alright, there was like a second path somewhere. Camera, what are you doing? Alright, I am out of FP. I am flipping out. And I'm also desperately hoping that the microphone isn't picking up my little tummy wumbles. I am wumbling up a storm down there for some reason. Apparently I need to go make myself a sandwich. Looks like a cute little face. Your flower hat is delightful. I love ya. Alright, I'm gonna use some cerulean tears. Kalid has a dragon communion. Alright, I will go check that out. I am completely forgetting that one. But it would be time. Now that the DLC is finally out, and my initial plan of don't New Game Plus until you've gotten one full run-through of everything there is on the offing. Now that that is in the past, and New Game Plus is on the table, I want to try to get all of the Dragon Communion stuff that we can. I want to try to get any, like, leftover NPC items. It's always a shame when you get towards the end of a Dark Souls game to have to start considering, do I murder everybody that lives, all of my friends, to get their armor before I New Game Plus, and then it's like it never happened, right? It's like technically it never happened. I was really hoping the giant rat was already closer to me. Never mind. Sorry, I burnt the roof. Burnt the roof off this joint. That looks fun. Aha! What's the bad news? Just stepping in skeletons, I guess, is the bad news. Smithing stone 2? 2? Fine. Fine. So yes, as I was rambling, I'd like to get all of that stuff. Dragon Communion, NPC armor, and otherwise before a potential New Game Plus run that, whether it is streamed or not, might revolve around donk, madness, and frenzy, and accepting the end of all things. Let the world be sucked into the yellow-black hole that exists inside us all. Stalwart horn +2. Vastly raises your robustness. I've never felt so busty. I forgot to check. The circlet of light, what does it do? Besides, it just looked great. This adorned Mikkela's head as he returned in divine aspect. It has begun to fade into nothingness. It slightly boosts your intelligence, your faith, and your arcane, while also boosting the power of Mikkela's light, which I'm assuming would be like spiral spells and stuff? Question mark? This circle was to be the very foundation upon which Mikkela's age of compassion would be built, should it have ever come to pass. You monster. Remembrance of a god. The power of its namesake can be unlocked, yes, that's not important, in their childhood. Mikkela saw in Radahn a lord, his strength and his kindness that stood in stark contrast with their afflicted selves, and so Mikkela made his heartfelt wish that Radahn would one day be his king consort, and no doubt portrayed by Matt Smith on HBO. Gaius was the most senior disciple of the same Alabaster Lord who taught Radahn and Gaia gravitational technique. I seem to remember that, though I had long forgotten. The Alabaster Lords who, like, appeared after meteor strikes, if not came from those meteor strikes, were the first ones to use gravity magic. Most senior disciple... Yes. Okay, so we still have to go to the Round Table Hold. I should have done that before we got distracted. But this was wonderful. We got a talisman that I had apparently missed entirely on the first run-through here. And now we can descend? It feels like that must have been by design, because it's like, obviously, when we came in here the first time, we didn't have the key to that gate, which allowed us to get said talisman, but now we can return and open it. And so, when I ran through here first, getting to the bottom of the thing, I would have long forgotten about this door up top, so I'm really glad we stumbled into it. Thank you. Thank you for lowering, because I wasn't sure where the hell I would go next. Okay. So I don't know if this is indeed the one with the throne room. But I guess we're going to find out. Assuming it's just already active. Or maybe you only get it once. There you go. Just check it. Yeah. Put that away. Put that back in your belly button, you sicko. Man, there's all sorts of stuff I didn't find on my first playthrough. Please, I beg of you, camera angle. Yoink. A hefty cracked pot. Good. Always good. Just make sure I don't have to jump up here. And then leap onto the grate to break it. Seems not. You there. Bit of a bold decision to appear nude before me. But it is your house. What? Apparently they do just ignore shields completely. And again, it's your house. It's your prerogative. I could, since it took quite a bit of my potions down in the Underdark there, I could rest and then descend again. But I've already descended the once, so it's too late for that. Is that it? Seemingly no further passage will be granted along this side of things. And that's fair, I guess. Whoop. Wish I could use Radahn's gravity magic to just meteor myself to the other side. Yep. Alright. So, what are our other options? Seemingly was the only place to get down further, but then what way did I go at first? Or is it just in genuine fact that I ignored the Bonnie jail entirely? Because everywhere we've gone has been riddled with new items. So maybe I was just thinking, we'll come back to the Bonnie jail, and never did. Definitely been down here, now that I've made the unwise decision to jump again. This was how we got our horn charm. Sorry, rat. It's a bit dishonorable of me. Sorry, rat. So I feel like we're done with this side. There didn't seem to be another way to go. Stair-stepping down the pots, so what is option number 3? And where would I find option number 3? Stop that. Stop your whining. Hi. Yikes. That was slippery. So slick. Also seemingly not a way forward. And this would take me back out, right? It is a mystery. How do we proceed? The other thing, too, here, though, now that we've defeated Radahn again, regain having the remaining Shadow Tree blessings is not an absolute necessity, but I would still like to find them. So that's another thing on the to-do list, for sure. You burst like a raspberry. Juicy. I kind of feel like the way forward has to be down there, but I sure wasn't seeing the way forward down there. Let's take another peek. I must be missing an obvious passage. Or another pot that can be reached. Oh yeah, it's that one. Scared the hell out of me. I should have remembered. I should have remembered from last time, but oh, I am palpitating. Don't push me. You push me and explode. That's no way to earn the trust of a lover. Torch seems to be in a weird location. But that's just me. There's got to be something hidden in plain sight. Because there's obviously more area to traverse. In the Bonnie jail. Stab. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But I am not finding it. This appears to be a dead end to my mortal eyes. Oh, thank you for the gifted subs. That is so kind of you. It's like a party in the corner of my eye. We are almost at the 2-hour mark. And since we have quite a few things, it seems, left to clean up, it's not a huge necessity that I include them all in this final session. I am sorry that the defeat of King Consort Radahn was not the cherry on top of the sundae, but was sort of an explosive middle chapter to this particular session. I might have to look up how to proceed in Bonnie Jail, as I'm quite stumped now, and my tummy just won't stop rumbling. Feels like it should be an illusory wall in here. This should be the place. You there! Reveal yourself! If you're not going to reveal yourself, then I don't know what to do with you. What becomes of our relationship? So, I'm clearly missing something rather obvious to get to the other side. And I will need to figure out what that is. Thank you for the gifted subs. And the non-gifted subs. Oh my goodness, have you burst a hype train into being? You have. You glorious creature. Was that new? If I only waited, it would take me up higher. It felt new, and I was looking away, but I think we might have stumbled onto it accidentally. One more time. I'm probably just seeing it in my distracted state. How dare you threaten me with a level 5 hype train? Oh my god. How could you do this? I'm so deeply in your debt. I'm not seeing another platform here. Just got my hopes up for a second. Strange that. And it doesn't seem like any of these other pots move either. But more importantly, at the moment, a choo-choo. I lost it. I can do better. My throat betrayed me. Now the pressure is building. Oh, no. Choo. And then deeper. Choo. That wasn't deep. What were you thinking? Hello, hello. It is so nice to see you guys. A first-time chat, combing through your YouTube series. Thank you for the content. Thank you for combing through my content like a lice-hungry monkey. It's a compliment. I'm trying to be complimentary. That is incredibly kind of you. I am so grateful for your eyes and ears, I guess, to a slightly lesser extent. No lesser. And also a question. Do you have any advice for someone who has been streaming for several years now and has received growing encouragement from viewers to get into voice acting? That is lovely. I'm so glad that you've been streaming, first of all, and that people are enjoying your dulcet tones. What I can only imagine are quite sensuous. Do it. Get into voice acting. I am the least professional person who has ever drawn breath in this weird world of ours, but a good deal of my jobs? The privileges, really, but jobs have come from just like making friends with folks on... See, this was a while back now. In more recent years, the website I was about to mention has become a little problematic. And yet, I am in debt to its earlier form for the networking opportunities that I had in voice acting. So if there's any sort of social media network, unnamed and unspecified, that you are comfortable on, look for casting calls, look for other voice actors. People are always reposting stuff that I would not have seen on my onesie that has led to some really cool opportunities. And I know that sounds like a incredibly poor answer to your question. How do you do voice acting? You just do the voice acting. That's very unhelpful, but weirdly it kind of works out that way. And I look forward to seeing or hearing them dulcet tones in the near future. If there's anything I can do to clarify that later, you know where to find me. Thank you so much, by the way. During my whole spiel there, you've been continuing to gift me delicious cakes. Delicious-looking cakes, which I believe are going straight to my bank account, and not only that, but my hips. And I'm so very grateful. Thank you for your generosity. And also, while I've been rambling, no idea where to go. No, I've looked in the 2 places that we've checked several times, and I'm not finding the answer. So clearly it's not in these places. But it's around here somewhere for sure. I can't leave us on such an unsatisfying exploration. Let me first take care of this gentleman. Soggy though they may be. And, Bonnie Jail. How in the hell do you proceed? I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna cheese it. I'm gonna look on the interwebs. Oh no, that's fascinating. What? Crazy. How do I move forward in the... There we go. Okay. You're at the Bonnie Jail site of Grace. Proceeding onwards, you'll find yourself at a massive icy cavern with jars suspended by chains from the ceiling. Take the path to the right, and a jar innards enemy will emerge and start attacking you. I don't need to read all of this. I'm sorry. I'll just get to the good bit. No, I got that item. Yep, after exiting. This lift will lower you to an area with 2 rooms. Been there, done that. Burst. Oh, so many jar innards everywhere. Goopy. Oh, real goopy. There's a stone sigil to call it back down. Ride the jar lift up. Proceed onwards from the original path, ignoring an open room to the right. Enter a room with multiple cages. Open the door to your left. That must be what I'm not finding. Okay, that goes to the dark cave. We've been in the dark cave, yes. We got the stalwart horn charm. Mm-hmm. Make your way back to the dark cave that you jumped down into. This time head west. Oh right, there was a hole there. We've seen it. I've seen it with my own eyes, and yet, in my foolishness, I just returned back here. And then got confused. Of course that's the way forward, you silly, silly boy. So, down here to the dark cave. Whoop, whoop, and then nobody has time for that. Whoop my ankles, oh god. Jump down the thingy. Into the wetness. Thank goodness we killed that innards already. Okay, it's not down here. It was on the first level. It's always been on the first level. Hence why the walkthrough I just read aloud said, ride the stone sigil back up. We're getting somewhere now. My apologies. I shouldn't have been so flighty in my thoughts. There you go. Oh, you've activated. And I would have remembered to go back to our unclaimed path in the cave. We should be on the right track now. Oh, I got a hype chest. Show me. Goblin jam emote. Oh, that goblin is jamming. It's pretty elbow heavy, actually. I was hoping for maybe some more hips involved. Share? Yeah, I'm a share. Boop. Now you all can see these elbows. Oh, I only beat said big boss. The chat said, why are you apologizing after you beat the big boss of the DLC? But I only beat that big boss because of your suggestions, so thank you. And I'm sorry. Okay, here we go. Back down to the dark cave. Past all of the slimies. I came back up here, that's where we got the charm. I was like, yay. And then every other thought flew right out of my head. There was a section of this that led out into a wider area beneath. And we were like, oh, that looks like a one-way trip. I'm gonna run away. Filled with cowardice. Boom. We're back on track. Thank you for your patience. What terrible, terrible thing is going to attack me down here? Bees? I can hear their subtle abominations in the distance. Their cute little tushies vibrating maniacally. I don't want to kill jar people. I don't want to kill jar people. What kind of a monster would do this? You got real height on that. I'm proud of you. 10 out of 10. I guess I'm the kind of monster that would do this. A broken rune? At a time like this, sir? Alright, you're fine. You haven't seen me yet. You can live. And all your babies, too. Your cute little babies. There's an item over there. This feels like I might need to get to a second level of it at some point. Just gonna grab this real quick. No harm, no foul. Ow, foul. Foul tarnished. Lay these foolish ambitions to rest. Though if you must be extinguished, little flame, let it be at the hand of Margit the Fell. It's not the time for throwing. Not the time for throwing things. Don't come in here. I'm busy. I'm changing. Stop it. Stop it with your little tentacle. Nobody wants that. I know you think it's what makes you special and unique, but actually it sort of bums everyone out. That's not for me to say. You keep doing what makes you happy. I don't mean to be rude. Could I use you as a step stool? I just want to get up here and take a quick peek. That's rude. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it. Don't use him as a step stool. You promised. I'm not seeing anything up there. Probably fine to ignore. More dumplings for my burgeoning collection. No items atop. No tuppence a bag. Weird reference to bring back up after all these years. So gushy. Stop it. Alright. Are we across the way yet? Yes. Yes. Progress. That looks like an obvious trap. That looks like 1,000,000 years dungeon. Which I find deeply unacceptable. Thank you. He's just having a bad day. I don't need to make it worse. You, though, can die and rot in hell forever. And you, because you sat there and let it happen. Didn't even try to warn your friend against it. No, I forgive you. No hellfire. But 1,000 years of compassion. I have, felt the teeth of a lot of prisoners over the last half hour or so. I'm not sure what I did to deserve all this. But God, they've been handsy and toothy with me. A small part of me liked it. Yeah, okay, I see your accusing glares. And yes, if you want me to be honest with you, it's the most human contact I've had in a while, and I really liked it a lot. But also, ew. Ew. Aw, thanks for pushing the button for me. I am drenched in blood. It's just become apparent to me. This doesn't look good. This narrow bridge, death on all sides, and almost certainly a living pot. This doesn't look good. I do see the boss fog. There's a fogging boss down there. Oh, there's so many of you. Oh, and your tentacles are so graspy. Woo! You have fun playing with each other. Don't play with yourselves. It's uncouth. Again, not for me to say. Do whatever makes you happy. This feels almost exactly like that other jail where we were like, oh good, a platform, and then it crumbles beneath my steely boots, sending me to the depths. But different. They picked a different way to kill me. Goodness, that was explosive. What a fantastic piece of journalism. I'll take your maggots. Thanks. Okay. I'll trust the stairs. There's a steak America I could also trust down here? Because that'd be just great. That would be just the best. I'm really glad we started with Bonnie Jail, because it does feel as though we completely ignored it. And shame on me But I'm so glad we caught it before the end of things. Which means probably Bellerot. Ew. Bellerot jail is the one we're looking for. Oh, so close. Bellerot jail is probably the one with the big throne room. I should have just fought them without my mimic. But good, there was indeed a stake. That's all I need to know. A little bit of a leg back down here. Is that a sentence? Can you say that? I don't think so. But I was very, very low on potions, so hooray. But that's different now. So dark. So dark down here. Almost perfect. Throwing knives from your boots. How dare you? There we go. Just pummel the hell out of you with that shield. Oh, sweet. An Ash of War. Or not Ash of War. Spirit summon. Version of a curse blade? I will happily take it into my employ. Curse blades appear to dance when they spin their shimmering circular. They appear to dance? They're dancing their ass off. They're dancing their heart out for you. When they spin their shimmering circular blades, these ascetics who failed to become tutelary deities were a scourge for those who attempted to invade the horn-sent homeland. They've been a scourge for me, too. Long ago, before the land was overshadowed by invasion, this scourge was shunned, and the curse blades were imprisoned. It was during this confinement that Mira met Labirith, and upon her death, Labirith was plunged into a devastating darkness. So I've killed your best friend and maybe lover. Maybe, I mean, it's a long time imprisoned down here in the dark. Maybe lover. And now I'm, like, forcing you to work for me by... Ding, ding! Oh, come to me, Mira. I've just destroyed your one and only love. Dick move. Alrighty. That was not quite the, yeah, a little overpowered. It's not quite the sumptuous final boss battle I was hoping for. No offense to Labirith, but after the freight train of King Consort Radon, a little bit underwhelming. But that's okay. I loved it anyway. Probably should have taken another peek outside to make sure there wasn't like a secret second boss, but we're back here now. We're back here now, and there's no stopping me. So, we've got, first and foremost, with my thumb, we've got Shadow Tree fragments to find. I think 3 of them left in the world, which it sure would be nice to have all of them. Just to be greedy so that no one else gets powerful. Ha ha ha! And we have, those little jars that seemed to hold bell bearings. Excuse me, I'm busy. I'm busy, please. Little jars that held bell bearings, that there were like at least 3 of them we've seen, and only 1 of them we retrieved. We have Bellerot Jail, which I would like to take another peek at. Yep. Waha! Ho-ha-nya! Excuse me. I'm being attacked by scorpion spiders. And then I would also like to maybe look up, like, a weapons list or something from the DLC, and there's probably 1 or 2 that I have not even stumbled upon. So we have some cleanup work in the Shadow Realm to do. But all, as far as I'm aware, all of the major obstacles in both the lands between and the realm of Shadow have now fallen at our feet. Much thanks to you guys and your suggestions. King Corn, like he who walks behind the rose? I kinda wish there was a mod for this. It sounds pretty badass. I bet you weren't expecting King Corn. I have had, all jokes aside, I have had the time of my life in both the base game of Elden Ring and this DLC. My ass on a silver platter, presented to me every couple of minutes. What a journey we've been on together. What a lovely time I've had. Thank you for all of your encouragement. We will continue to parade around, cleaning some things up, but the meat of our meal has been completed, and I am so grateful for your time. I'm gonna go find some meal of my own. Just meal. That's all I need to sustain me. And one more on-screen celebration. I wish I was wearing epaulettes. Some sort of shimmery, bespectacled... Nope. Bejeweled was the word I was trying to find. Bespectacled would be cute too, but bejeweled epaulettes would really make that pop. My black t-shirt is not really very fancy. Thank you guys for your generosity of time and otherwise. Yes, exactly like this. In the not-too-distant future. I love you. I will see you again soonish for some more adventures, and we'll have to find, once we clean up the last bits of our world, we will have to find the next thing to stream. My hands rubbing together in glee at the very prospect. I will see you again soonish. Take care of yourself. Bye for now.